here has been told all you have to do is journal in order to manifest? Raise your hand. Who here has been told all you have to do is act as if in order to receive your manifestation? Raise your hand. Who here also has been told, affirmations, write them down, say them daily, and with a vision board, your manifestations are going to happen? Raise your hand. If you're confused with all this information, you are not alone. Women like you all over have been told many misbeliefs about manifestation.
So get ready to laugh at the most outrageous manifesting myths you've ever heard, and stay with us as we myth bust the top 10 manifesting beliefs, and stay tuned to the very end because the last two are going to surprise you.
Okay, so myth number 1 is acting as if you already have your manifestation in order to receive your manifestation.
This is one of the misunderstood beliefs about manifesting today, in my opinion. The point of acting as if in order to receive your manifestation sometimes can really backfire. It puts you in a place outside your comfort zone, can leave you feeling fake and not authentic to yourself. And this in turn can lower your vibration and making you feel icky. And that does not attract your manifestations to you. So instead, make micro shifts every day, small little things that you feel comfortable, that are still authentic to yourself, without going way too outside your comfort zone to act as somebody you're not really are. There's a time and place to step outside that comfort zone to grow and expand. But when you're manifesting, if you're trying to act like somebody who you really aren't, it does create that sense of lack, scarcity, and can just leave you feeling drained. So keep in mind, you do not need to act as if in order to manifest. And remember, the biggest key here is for people who are manifesting money, always live within your means. Do not stretch yourself to purchase something that you can't afford, or that you are not in your budget right now, that you know is going to cause lack later because you are trying to act as if. And this is one of the biggest pitfalls that I see people doing, and my heart goes out to them because they made a purchase that they normally would not make in order to try and act as if to create more abundance in their life. So please be aware when you are practicing this principle, it's not always the best technique for manifesting.
Okay, myth number 2, you have to be deserving and feel worthy in order to receive your manifestation.
I can honestly tell you this one really upsets me the most. As a medium and an energy healer, I can honestly tell you, in all my years of working with people, no one from the other side has ever came forward and said your manifestations didn't come true because you weren't deserving and you didn't feel worthy. As a person who has been manifesting successfully most of my life, by the way, there are many times where I did not feel worthy or deserving, but I still followed my guidance. I still stepped into my power, and I still manifested what it was I wanted. So if you're feeling like you can't go forward because you don't deserve that, or you don't feel worthy for that, remember, the universe thinks you are worthy. You just have to believe in the universe that it will deliver. So this one is one of my top ultimate myths for manifesting.
I'm a very successful manifester, an empath, and an energy worker, and I still have worthiness issues. I will have lifelong worthiness issues, and as I'm sure you do as well. And every time, you work through worthiness issues and maybe you've overcome it, something else comes up and you'll have worthiness issues again. So I really don't like when people say that you have to be worthy in order to receive, because I still receive my manifestations, my deepest desires. They still come true regardless of how worthy I feel. The other trap that I have fallen for the past 2 is the deserving trap. Sometimes I wanted these manifestations and I actually was feeling guilty that who am I to ask for more when my life was already good, because I knew there was others out there who, didn't have a life like I did. But I know that it's okay to ask for more, and it's okay to ask to improve your life and receive those manifestations. So the worthy and the deserving is not true at all. Okay, so here's the next one. Myth number 3, you have to be kind and giving all the time and come from a place of light and love in order to receive your manifestation.
So even assholes manifest. Yes, that is correct. You heard me right. We all know that one individual who we all figure in our mind, doesn't deserve as an asshole, but he has the house, the car, the job, he's manifesting everything. And you're like, okay, why is he doing it, but I'm not? And the reason is because he has tapped into the energy of his manifestations. Well, you are going through this principle of tally and checks, of trying to be worthy through good deeds and deserving in order to receive your manifestation. And it's kind of like, buying your way into heaven, if you've heard that expression, or a tit for a tat. I've done 3 good deeds. I have an energy exchange and I shall receive my manifestation. But the truth of the matter is, no, that's not how the universe works. The universe works through the energy and being able to connect to the energy and calling that in. So if you all know that one asshole that is able to manifest, put his name in the comments.
Let's not do that. Scratch that, ladies. Let's not put the asshole's name in the comments. Let's put your name in the comments so we can start building some manifestation energy with your instead.
Nailed it.
Okay, going back to the point. And then when you're having that tally and check mark and you're seeing this other person manifest all their desires, then you start to compare yourself to that person and you have compare-itis kicking in. And then you're sitting there thinking, I've done this, I've done that, I've depleted. What more can I do to give? And your manifestations are not happening. This in turn puts this disbelief in yourself and think that the manifestation process doesn't happen or it's not meant for you. Okay, so now we're gonna go into myth number 4. This one's a good one. We've witnessed a lot of people doing this. So all you have to do is send your wish out there to the universe. And then you just gotta sit back on your ass and wait till the universe delivers it to you.
So many people's manifestations just do not come true because they feel that, or they've been taught that this is all you have to do in order to manifest. When in fact, what you really need to do is work with the universe to co-create the steps to make your manifestations a reality.
Okay, so speaking of inspired action, please smash that like button and subscribe, as we are always going to keep it real for you. So you're definitely going to want to stick around while we help you with your manifestation. All right, myth number 5. You have to give in order to receive your manifestation.
Although there's always energy exchange to some degree when it comes to manifesting, you do not have to give your last $10 in order to manifest 100. I see so many people who are trying to manifest money think that they have to give away their last $10 in order to receive more. This is not the case. Our energy exchanges need to come from the heart. They need to be something that we enjoy, that feeds our soul, and raises our vibration and makes us feel good. If you're giving in order to receive, but you're not feeling very good about what it is you're giving up, that is going to send a vibration out to the universe and can cause delay, all those things that you are trying to manifest. So be very aware. It is not, like I mentioned earlier, a tick for tat when it comes to manifesting. So if you need to give, when you need to give, trust your inspired action, have them come from the heart, and use your energy exchanges that make you feel good.
That makes sense. I have talked to numerous women who have heard that before too, and they're giving away their last money in hopes to manifest more money. But then what actually in turn happens is they're stressed and they're worried and they're freaking out, and then it creates that vibration of lack and scarcity. And hurry up! Oh my God, I need this money. So it just creates more stress and worry for them. So it's not a good system. For myth number 6, let us know in the comments if you've heard this one before or have practiced this one before. But in order to receive, you have to give something away and to make new space for it to come to you.
This is so false, false, false. Do you remember my closet analogy, Randy? Where I compared the businesswoman who wanted to manifest a new wardrobe going through and having to clean out her closet to make space for her new clothes to come. Remember that?
Yeah, because if she didn't make the space, she wouldn't be able to order to receive her new wardrobe. Her new wardrobe. Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, so you don't have to make space for your manifestations. The truth of the matter is she didn't have to make space in her closet to get new clothes. She could have put those clothes in a spare bedroom. She could have put them in the garage. Heck, she could line the walls of her living room with her new clothes if that is what she chose to do. Think of the person that has 10 cars. You could park them on the street. Just because you only have a 2-car garage doesn't mean that you can only have 2 cars. So this is also true for the people who teach about energy, how you have to clear out your old energy to make room for the new energy entering your life. When your mind shifts to manifest and you go through that process of going after what it is you're manifesting, your mind and your energy has already shifted in a new direction. That new energy has already been allowed to leave your body, and because your focus has shifted, that old energy is already starting to leave you. We are an endless in and out of energy. So where your focus grows, your intention, is that right? Where your intention is, your focus grows. I think I screwed that up.
Where you focus, so your energy goes.
So that is that analogy.
So you mean we don't have to get rid of a relationship in order to manifest a new one in terms of anything?
So like in regards to relationship though, if you're already...
Even like a friend relationship, I always hear people say, you have to get rid of an old relationship in order to bring it like a new or positive one in.
No, that's awful. Can you imagine being the person that's been cut out of your life because somebody thinks that they have to cut you out to make a new friend? I mean, obviously, if you're trying to manifest a new husband, it's probably smart maybe to clean up some loose ends with the ones you have currently. But in regards to friendship, like those things will naturally fade away over time as your focus shifts. So when you're searching for those things and you're manifesting them, it just will happen organically, naturally. You do not have to go up to that person and say, I think you're toxic and you're not the best for me. I mean, just let it go.
Myth number 7, you have to sacrifice something or suffer through something in order to receive your manifestation.
You don't have to go through bad times in order to receive the good. When you're constantly feeling like you have to sacrifice something or you take on that martyr role, it does affect your energy, and it keeps you not in a heart space, but keeps you in your head space and can send the frequencies out to the universe that honestly stop your manifestations from coming to you. It's hard to manifest if you come from a place where you're constantly depleted. You feel like you have to give, and sacrifice, and you're in that martyr role. In order to move forward from that, you need to fill your own cup, make yourself happy, find your joy, and this in turn raises your vibration and helps you connect to the universe on a different level.
It actually can be easy to have your manifestations come true. And I think that's where that comes from. Hey, Crystal, it's like people are like, it's not that, it can't be this easy, is it? No. So then that's why you feel like you have to go through the horrible in order to get somewhere good or do things like that. So yes, not true at all. If any of these myths are like mind-blowing to you and they're hitting home right now, then we have something extraordinary for you. You dive into our beautiful course called Manifesting Beyond the Ordinary for ambition women like you who want to shatter their old beliefs and manifestation journeys that you've been taught and things that we've been all brainwashed to believe. And check out our course in the description so you can really have consistent manifestations and doing it with grace and ease. All right, myth number 8. And I know we've all done this one before. Setting intentions is manifesting.
Setting intentions are the foundation of our manifestations, but they on their own are not manifesting. And people often get this confused through the use of journaling, setting vision boards. When you do journaling and you do vision boards, what you're doing is you're letting the universe know what it is you want to manifest. But from your actions from then on in, you need to follow that divine guidance, that inspired action that help you make your manifestations become reality. So just setting intentions on their own through the use of a vision board is honestly something just very beautiful and very loving that you walk by every day and you enjoy. But it is not on its own manifesting.
All right, myth number 9. Saying affirmations daily is manifesting?
Saying affirmations, writing affirmations is not the same as manifesting. We say affirmations to help change our thoughts, our feelings on a cellular level. And over time, this helps us change and create a new identity. So, for example, if you are trying to create love in your life, you would say manifest or affirmations that I am deserving, I am open to receive. Many times people get confused and they write affirmations that say, I am getting love, I am getting a new friend, I am getting my spouse. And it's very different. So we use affirmations to shift our identity over time to help us to receive our manifestations, but on their own, they are not manifesting. So if you think about the person that yells or chants or has sticky notes all over their windows and their bathroom mirrors that say, I am rich. So say you were rich over and over and over again, it's not going to make you rich. I know it's sad because, in a perfect world, it would be that way. But unfortunately, that's not the way it works. So instead, you could practice affirmations that say, I am open to receiving money. I am open to the universe to be directed in a way to increase my financial wealth. And when we make those micro shifts, it changes how we feel and how we think about things on a cellular level. And this helps us with sabotage.
All right. Myth number 10. You have to be positive all the time in order to manifest.
Toxic positivity. That is what that is. And honestly, it's just awful. When we feel like we always have to be positive and, can't acknowledge and feel all of our human emotions, what we do is we create a sense where we're denying a piece of ourselves and we deny a basic human emotions in our body, and it can lead to trauma and unhealthy coping skills. So although I know there is that conception where people feel like, you have to raise your vibration in order to match the energy and connect with what it is that you're wanting to manifest. But when you deny all of your human emotions, you're not authentic. You're not coming from an authentic place in your body. And it does send out that vibration. So don't do that to yourself. We are humans. We are here to have a human experience. We have an array of emotions. They are what they are. Don't deny them. Acknowledge them. They are normal and healthy.
Yeah. And when you are denying them and you're not being authentic, it does feel fake. And people feel the fakeness. And if you're always fake, it actually leads to you depleting yourself more, to burnout because you're wearing all these different masks. That just is not serving you. No one is positive all the time. We all have a lot of stuff going on. And so it's inevitable part of life. So just remember that. And here we want to share with you some common traits of toxic positivity. Being extremely enthusiastic, inappropriate promotion of positive thinking and happy emotions, constant need to put on a brave face no matter what is happening in your life. So you may hear this, poker face. Always trying to find the silver lining. You only see the good in people. And you ignore your feelings and pretend that everything is okay. You dismiss their feelings because other women are being negative. I have definitely done a lot of these in my life. So please comment below if you have suffered from toxic positivity.
So the feelings of that you can only manifest from a positive state stems from people not entirely understanding the principles of law of attraction. Like attracts like. So in your mind, what you are trying to manifest is a very positive thing. So you feel like you must be positive in order to attract that into your life. But really what is happening is when you are in a state of toxic positivity and denying your true feelings, it actually lowers your energy, lowers your vibration, and the universe responds in kind. I've seen this before, and it just really, to me, goes at the heartstrings. But those toxic people that when you're having a bad day and they say to you, oh, that's okay. I just wanted to make note and bring toxic awareness to the minds of everybody, because it can also cause a lot of harm and a lot of hurt to people. And I know that's not everybody's intention. But think of that person who came up to you and said, oh, my grandmother passed. And you turn in your toxic positive state and look at them and go, oh, well, she's in a better place. How many of us have experienced our feelings, emotions not being validated by somebody because they were in an extreme toxic state. So going forward, it's okay to be aware of all of your emotions. We do have negative emotions. We do have bad emotions. We have anger, frustration, and they are what they are. We are human.
And the other thing, when we don't honor our true feelings, whether they're feeling good or not good, is that it really creates a lot of resentment down the road, especially when you are so burnt out already and you're depleted, but you're acting like everything is okay. And then say you get invited to go somewhere, but you really don't feel like it because you know you should stay home and rest. But you're like, okay, yeah, I'll come. It's okay. Everything will be fine. Then it just adds more resentment towards that other person and then to other individuals in your life. So it's okay to honor your feelings. It's okay to say no without feeling guilty, to protect yourself and your energy and your mental and your physical states. Okay, last myth. We're so happy that you stayed to the very end because this one is a huge one and we hear it a lot. So myth number 11, have you heard of ego death? It is said that you have to get rid of your ego so then you can be into a higher state, like towards connected more to your higher self in order to get your manifestations.
Denying your ego is denying a part of yourself. When you learn to work with your ego, you are least likely to sabotage yourself and your manifestations. So it's very important when you go forward to work with your ego, because your ego is the part of you that is your protector. Your ego is the part of you that will stop your higher self from giving the shirt off your back to somebody who is already wearing 10 shirts. So your ego is the one that comes in every single time on all of those other myths to try and protect you. And when you banish it or have your ego death, ignore it, try to lock it away and not listen to it, it will fight harder and harder and harder to be heard. And in that state, that is when you're more likely to sabotage your manifestation.
We hope that these truths have added value to you, have opened your mind into some of the things that women have been believing and practicing for years, and that this helps you towards your manifestations. So discover the real deal in our next video called Manifesting Beyond the Ordinary, where we cut through the crap and we talk about the 3 levels of manifesting that nobody else is talking about.
See you there.